Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Samuel Agustio Hetarua and I would like to discuss about the differences of language learning theory according to the expert. Behaviorist by Skinner. B.F. Skinner expanded behaviorist theories with his concept of operant conditioning. In operant conditioning, learning is based on the consequences or reinforcement or punishment that follow a behavior. Behaviors that are followed by positive consequences or reinforcements are more likely to be repeated, while behaviors followed by negative consequences or punishment are less likely to be repeated. The principle of behaviorist by Skinner, we have two principles. There is reinforcement. Reinforcement plays a critical role in behavior development, and then punishment. Punishment is described as the application of an adverse outcome in an effort to decrease or weaken a specific behavior. This is the advantageous and disadvantageous behavior by Skinner. The advantages: scientifically credible, brings in process like replication and objectivity, influential in the development of psychology as a scientific discipline. Set in lab settings, brings in language and methods of the natural sciences in physiology because it focuses on measurements of observable behavior in labs. Real-life application, operant conditioning can be seen in token economic system or prison, sick, hospital. Classical conditioning is used for treating phobias. Social learning theories emphasize importance of mental process mediates from response and stimuli, shows we may have a bigger role in our learning. And this is disadvantageous. Ethical and practical issues of animal experience. Skinner rats were exposed to stressful and aversive conditions, may have affected reaction. And mechanistic view of behaviors. Animals and humans are seen as passive and scene-like in their environment, little or no conscious insight into behavior. And the learning theory may apply less to human and more to animal behavior. Environmental determinism determines behavior is caused by experiences that have been conditioned, doesn't allow free will to play any part. And then the second expert is cognitivist by Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development suggests that children move through 4 different stages of learning. His theory focuses not only on understanding how children acquire knowledge, but also on understanding the nature of intelligence. Piaget's stage are. This is the principle of cognitivism by Jean Piaget. The first, sensory-motor stage, or birth to 2 years. Pre-operational stage, ages 2 to 7. Controlled operational stage, ages 7 to 11. And then formal operational stages, ages 12 and up. And this is the advantages and advantages cognitivist by Jean Piaget. The advantages show that children think differently to adults. Backs up model by mentioning different types of thinking. Egocentric thinking shows 4 main stages of cognitive development with valid explanation, and mention the notion that children go through a series of intellectual development, and uses key terms to back up what he said in his model. And this is the disadvantages doesn't take into account a child upbringing, doesn't consider that children learn at different rates, doesn't take learning disabilities into consideration, based on a small number of children, both under and overestimates children's cognitive abilities, and doesn't consider that with adult support, children can be developed to progress to higher level thinking skills and doesn't consider the equality of a child's informal and formal education. And the third, the expert, nativist by Chomsky. Noam Chomsky suggests that language is an innate faculty. That is to say that we are born with a set of rules about language in our heads, which he refers to as the universal grammar. The universal grammar is the basis upon which all human language is built. If a Martian linguist were to visit Earth, he would deduce from the evidence that there was only one language, with a number of local variants. This is the principle nativist by Chomsky, LAD, or language acquisition device. The sets of tools or capacity children are born with to acquire language. And this is the advantages of nativist by Chomsky. The advantages: children resist correction, and children experience the same stages of development at the same pace. And this is the disadvantages: children who have been deprived of social contact can't achieve complete communicative competence. And children need input to give them more skills, and then grammar, pragmatic understanding, and then some language processes can be acquired, but full grammatical fluency is never achieved. Children weren't able to acquire language effectively when they return to society. Also suggested language has to be acquired within a critical period, really within the first 5 years. And the last expert, interactionist by Brunner. The interactionist theory was first suggested by Jerome Brunner in 1983, who believed that although children do have an innate ability to learn language, they also require plenty of direct contact and interaction with others to achieve full language fluency. In other words, the theory of interaction suggests that children can't learn to speak just by watching TV or listening to conversations. They have to fully engage with others and understand the context in which language is used. And this is the principle of interactionism by Brunner: desire to communicate, social interaction, and social environment. And this is advantages and disadvantages of interactionism by Jerome Brunner. The advantages: children can't grasp aspects of language until they are ready, and the stages of development support this. And this is disadvantages: children who have been deprived of social contact can't achieve complete communicative competence. And Berko and Brown's fish phenomenon suggests cognitive understanding can be present, but their physical development still impact their ability to use language. And the third, children with cognitive difficulties can still use language. Okay, that's all about the opinion about the expert. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye all. See you on the next video.